Hey friends, bit of a different video today. So on YouTube, like with a lot of other sites, there's a bit of a challenge going around between different people who make travel videos to answer a couple of questions and I guess help promote each other's sites. So I've been tagged by one of my favorite channels and creators, Mike Karschti. You should go and check out his videos. They are always entertaining, to answer some questions. It's called the Wanderlust Challenge, so let's dive straight in and answer some travel-based questions. Question 1, where was your first plane to? Okay, so like 2 weeks before I started high school, when I was 12 years old, my parents got a really good deal on a flight from London Heathrow to Paris. It was on one of the first out of the factory Boeing 777s, and my parents, this is completely out of their wheelhouse, you know, not like them at all, but they managed to get a good deal on teletext, if you remember teletext, to take me and my sister to Disneyland Paris. It was the most incredible surprise I think I've ever had. I probably trace most of my interest in theme parks, and especially Disney parks nowadays, to that trip. But yeah, they took us to Disneyland Paris for one day. We flew out in the morning from Heathrow, we flew back again at night, and it was incredible. And even, you know, flying on the plane for the first time was amazing to me. So yeah, that was my first flight ever. Question 2, where have you traveled to that you would love to visit again? If anyone watching this has not seen my videos before, I'd say a good 90% of my video content nowadays comes from trips to the United States of America. So where would I like to travel to again? I know it's hugely uncultured and probably, you know, xenophobic or at least xenoskeptic to not be one of these people who wants to go to like Asia or like Australia, see New Zealand, or you know, but I would pick America 9 times out of 10. I don't know what it is about it. I've always been kind of obsessed with it. I have some American friends over the years. That's probably helped things. I think it's just that it's kind of bizarro world. It's just like the UK, and Canadians will probably attest to this as well. You know, similar people, a diverse, you know, racially diverse group of people, but everything is somehow just a little bit different to the UK. So it's something weird about that dichotomy there that I really enjoy. So yeah, I'll always return to the United States whenever given choice. Question 3, you're leaving tomorrow, money is no object, where would you go? Again, not to seem, you know, like I don't care about other parts of the world, but if I was leaving tomorrow, money was no object, I'd probably go somewhere like Walt Disney World. I've never been. I still remember being in like primary school and all my young friends got to go. My parents were teachers, so they could never take us, and not that they'd even want to go to a place like that. That's like their idea of hell. But yeah, Walt Disney World and the surrounding theme parks looks like a lot of fun. It's manufactured fun, it's all fake and plastic, I know, but I don't care. But if I was gonna go somewhere, you know, a bit more cultured, maybe Japan, so it seems pretty cool. Preferred method of travel, planes, trains or automobiles. There's something about driving on the open road by yourself, being able to choose where you go. If you have ever watched any of my videos, you'll see that a lot of the time I just like driving and finding random things that I never even knew existed on the side of the road. Some of the most incredible experiences have just come about naturally like that. So I do also like being a passenger, sitting in the back seat of a car and just looking out at the beautiful landscape and just having all this stuff come past me. Planes, from a physics and engineering point of view, interest me. But for me, they're just about getting to places that I'd never be able to go on foot or on wheels. You know, I don't really like being trapped on a plane for 13 hours. So I think I'm gonna have to go somewhere between the two and say trains. There's something I love about trains. I love watching them. I love sitting on them, and it combines the ease of getting from A to B without, you know, security checkpoints or immigration or traffic. That's another huge bugbear of mine. And just being able to sit and look out and, you know, see the beautiful scenery. A train is my way to do it. Maybe I'll have to make some videos soon with train journeys. Number 5, favorite travel website. Can I say YouTube? Let me say why. So most of the videos I look at on YouTube are people traveling to places, experiencing fun stuff. I'm basically living vicariously through YouTube until I get to make my next trip. So I know it's a bit not really a travel website, but I'm going to say YouTube. You know, it's a real window to the world. You can see so many different cultures and customs that you would never see in your day-to-day life. So yeah, I'm going to go with YouTube. Number 6, where would you travel just to eat food? Again, I'd love to say that I'm adventurous. I'd love to say I'll go to Japan and eat sushi, or, you know, try real Chinese food. But I'm going to go to Los Angeles and I'm going to eat sandwiches at like Fat Sal's or Cantor's Deli, or even just a fish taco from Rubio's or Chick-fil-A. It's really uncultured, I know, but I don't care. I love the food in California. Is there a place you would never travel again? I don't know. That's a tricky one. I've been traveling for work quite a lot recently, and even the places that I didn't really enjoy or that weren't really that interesting have all had their good points. I don't think there is anywhere I'd never travel again. I'd like to spend as little time as possible in downtown Hollywood and places that are like super touristy. But apart from that, everywhere's got its redeeming qualities. I'm going to say I'd rather not go anywhere that's super touristy unless there's a really good reason to do so. Number 8, can you recite your passport number by memory if asked? Yes, I can. Obviously not going to do it now. You have no way of knowing whether I can or not, but, you know, that's the trust we have here. Number 9, do you prefer the window, aisle, or middle seat on an airplane? This is a no-brainer for me. It's the window. Who's going to sit in the aisle, getting your knee smashed in by the trolleys as they come past? Sit in the middle where you're blocked in. I know you're blocked in by the window as well, and that's the only downside of window seating, is you always get some guy asleep next to you and you're too polite to wake him up and say you need to go to the toilet or whatever. But the window, why would you not? And finally, number 10, how do you pass the time on an aeroplane? Personally, for me, movies. I watch a lot of documentaries. I just finished an amazing one about O.J. Simpson called Made in America. That's like a good 7.5 hour documentary. So if you've got a flight, you know, transatlantic, that's probably one to watch out for. Other than that, I love sitting on planes, just getting brought food, and like most of the flights I've been on recently have had in-flight entertainment. You just pick from a library of movies, catch up on stuff you haven't seen. And also just looking out the window. You have the world's greatest movie made by the world's greatest director right outside your window. You just do that and you're set for 10 hours. I mean, the ocean's not that interesting after you've seen a couple of waves, but that's when you watch a movie and then you go back to the window after that. So that's it. That's my 10 questions in the Wanderlust Challenge. Thanks very much for watching. If you haven't seen any of my videos on my channel before, then welcome. Please go ahead and watch and subscribe and all that good stuff. I do it pretty much just so that I can have something fun to look back on. But it's also nice to have a two-way dialogue with people and to know what they like about my videos, and that's fun as well. Thanks again to Mike for suggesting me. Please go and check out his videos and subscribe. I apparently have to pick 3 other travel-related content creators. So I'm going to go with Curious Californians. These guys from Santa Cruz, and they make really good content. The Bucket List Boys, 2 men after my own heart who are currently road tripping all the way through the United States. Their videos are really good fun. And thirdly, I'm going to nominate Phil, Emma and Ben, an awesome family who've got more Disney miles under their belt than I'll ever have. And they make some really good videos, so you should go and check them out as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon.